The MLS season for 2025-2026 football season kicked off yesterday. Lionel Messi and Inter Miami were defeated by Los Angeles FC 3-0. At the end of the day, Lionel Messi was very frustrated. So in this video, I am going to share with you my thoughts for that game. I am going to show you guys how the MLS table for both the Western and the Eastern Conference is already looking like after MLS Match Day 1. Remember, all the 30 teams participating in the MLS have both played their 1-1 game. But if this is the first time you have come across the channel, make sure you hit the thumb up to the video, subscribe to the channel, and I am going to start with the record of attendance in the MLS history. 75,673. 75,673. That was the attendance of that game between Los Angeles FC and Inter Miami of Lionel Messi. Bro, I hope we all are seeing the impact of this man in the United States of America. We are talking about a country where they watch basketball, they watch WWE, they watch baseball, they don't watch football, they call it soccer that way. But imagine 75,000 people, 673 pulling up to watch an MLS game. That is history. That is history. Now, let me keep that one aside and jump straight to the MLS table for the Western Conference. When you look at the Western Conference table, you will clearly see that San Diego won their game. They have 3 points. Los Angeles FC also won their game. San Jose won their game. Seattle Sounders won their game. We have Portland also won their game. Portland won their game. Dallas won their game. Houston won their game. Vancouver Whitecaps also won their game. But Austin drew in their game. Minnesota drew in their game. St. Louis drew in their game. And the LA Galaxy drew in their game. Then Salt Lake lost their game. Colorado lost their game. Kansas City also lost their game. And when you go to the Eastern Conference standing match day 1, Nashville won their game. Cincinnati won their game. New York won their game. DC United won their game. Charlotte drew in their game. New York City drew in their game. Columbus suffered a defeat. Toronto suffered a defeat. Orlando suffered a defeat. Chicago suffered a defeat. Philadelphia suffered a defeat. Atlanta suffered a defeat. New England suffered a defeat. Inter Miami of Lionel Messi suffered a defeat. Montreal suffered a defeat. And after the first day, you notice that at the Eastern Conference side, just 4 teams won their game, which is Nashville, Cincinnati, New York, and DC United. But when you look at the Western Conference, I think how many teams? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 teams won their game. And if I'm being honest with you, this season is going to be a very complicated season for Lionel Messi and Inter Miami, because there is no Sergio Busquets, there is no Jordi Alba. Those are players that have been playing with Lionel Messi almost all his career. Those are players that he have been playing with ever since he was at La Masia. So he's already used to playing with these 2 guys. But this time around, they are no more. And Inter Miami brought in many new players. And I think they are still trying to adapt. They are still trying to see how they can go around with Lionel Messi. And it is just a matter of time, right? I've seen people trying to drag Lionel Messi, trying to drag Inter Miami, saying 1 or 2 things negative about Inter Miami. But one thing I can tell you guys for sure, this is exactly what happens every season. Inter Miami always kick off their season like this. Inter Miami always suffer, right? But at the end of the day, there is always something to lift up. That's one thing I like about Lionel Messi, bro. There is always something to lift up. So in this particular season like this, I really expect a lot from Lionel Messi. And looking at this image on your screen here, you will clearly see that there are 8 trophies Lionel Messi is going to be competing for. This is the Finalisma with Argentina, the World Cup with Argentina, the Champions Cup with Inter Miami, the Leagues Cup with Inter Miami, the Supporter Shield with Inter Miami, the Conference Cup with Inter Miami, the MLS Trophy with Inter Miami, and the Champions Cup with Inter Miami. Now, out of these 8 trophies, how many of these trophies do you think Lionel Messi is going to win? He's going to compete for 2 trophies with Argentina, 6 trophies with Inter Miami. Now, out of the 6 trophies with Inter Miami, since this video is all about the MLS match day 1, how many trophies do you think Lionel Messi is going to win with Inter Miami this season? For now, I cannot answer that question because the season is still long. And When you look at all the 30 teams that are competing in the competition, Nashville is a very complicated team, which is coming from that Eastern, I think Nashville coming from the Eastern Conference side, the same part with Inter Miami. When you look at Los Angeles FC, it's another complicated team. Vancouver Whitecaps, these are complicated teams, and even Seattle Sounders. So at the end of the day, the season is going to be tough for both sides, right? And when I look at this MLS, bro, this league is very, very competitive. Do you know why? You cannot tell who is winning the league. That is why I think the MLS is more competitive than the Saudi Pro League. When you look at the MLS, you cannot tell someone who is winning the league. Guys, I'm going to end the video here. And just hoping to see Inter Miami bounce back to winning ways. Hoping to see Lionel Messi bounce back to scoring goals. But for now, the season is not over. This is just the first game, and many more games are going to be followed. So I'm going to appreciate if I hit the thumb up to the video, subscribe to the channel. If this is the first time you are coming, share the videos to 1 or 2 persons, and see you guys until my next video.